All right, we're ready for our main event, and here's what we have. The host of The Price is Right, and I'm happy to say that we have a very, very big match coming up here. I mean, this is huge as far as the main event was concerned, but that last match, I'm still kind of speechless as to what happened in the last match, because I mean, that match was epic. That match was honestly that should have been the main event, but this one is. But anyway, I still can't believe that Undertaker attacked Chuck Norris when he was defenseless. He couldn't defend himself anymore. And I have a feeling that Chuck Norris is about to unleash hell onto the Undertaker. Meanwhile, Bob Barker is going to strut on down. I mean, he just came on down, but anyway, here's his opponent for tonight, and here you have one half of the Road Warriors in Animal. And I'll tell you one thing, Animal, I mean, this guy's a really, really tough guy. I mean, but then again, you can see that. As far as Bob Barker and Animal are concerned, when this match came about, Animal, he came out and he got on, how do I put this? He interrupted Bob Barker's interview time, and he just straight up challenged him to a match. And initially, Bob Barker refused and said, "Listen, I have nothing against you, so just leave me alone." But Animal wasn't going to have it. He wanted a match with Bob Barker, and that's exactly what he's going to get. And Barker then responded, "Well, if it's a fight you want, I'll give you a fight." So that's pretty much how this match came about. And then a shoulder tackle onto Animal. However, this is not a no DQ match. This is not a no disqualification match. So it's a normal match. But that being said, though, I mean, how do you follow up the last match? Well, we're going to find out right now how these two stack up. But right now, Animal gets an elbow for his trouble. And then a knee right to the head of Bob Barker. Excuse me. Might have to get some water after this. And then an elbow onto Bob Barker. Then a jawbreaker to Animal. And then a clothesline onto Animal. Basically, what you have is experience against youth. Although, to be fair, I mean, Animal has been in the game for quite a while himself, but not to the level that Bob Barker has. I mean, basically, it's strength versus experience. Because while Animal is the stronger of the two, I mean, Bob has the experience. I mean, he has, not only does he know a lot of wrestling, he can fight. Can Bob Barker? I mean, he's been through the wars. I mean, he's done it all. I mean, he has all those fights with Mr. Rogers for the better part of 15 years. Some of those were wrestling matches. Others were just they were just bar fights, really. And not even a one count, after that low blow that Animal just got. But if there was anything that Bob had, it's the fact that he knows how to wrestle. He knows how to take on guys bigger than him. Then an elbow right to Animal. Oh, nice arm drag onto Bob Barker from Animal. Of course, who said that Animal couldn't wrestle? But a knee right to the head. Of course, Animal, as far as I understand it, wait a minute, goes off the ropes. A body splash. But then a jawbreaker to Animal. But as I was about to say, even though Animal has tremendous strength and can do a lot of power moves, along the way he has developed some amateur wrestling skill, as he just delivers that power bomb, or power slam I should say, excuse me. 1, 2, no, kick out by Bob Barker, and now Animal has taken control of this one, although I might have spoken too soon. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Now he has got the figure 4 onto Animal, and Animal is in deep trouble if he does not get out of this. I mean, he's going to have to try to turn it around, and he does. He now has reversed the pain onto Barker, but the damage might be done. And I'm not sure what Animal was going to do, but Barker turned it around and delivers the moneymaker onto Animal. This could do it. 1, 2, no. I'll tell you one thing, Animal, he wanted a match. He wanted a fight with Bob Barker. Well, now he's getting it right now, as he just got bitch slapped for his trouble. A clothesline, another one, ducks one, and a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. And I'll tell you one thing, Bob is a lot stronger than he looks. And wait a minute, a powerbomb onto Animal. I mean, who said that? I'll tell you one thing, who said that Bob did not have any power? He did. He proved it. But Animal now going for a wrestling move in the camel clutch. So anyone who said that Animal couldn't wrestle, I think you just got proven wrong. Excuse me. And the pinfall, 1. Nope, only a 1 count on Animal. Oh, but Animal fighting back. Nope. A reverse DDT on the Animal. And Bob is feeling it. He is on fire right now, but now going on to the outside. And wow, just grabbing the junk of Animal. I mean, what do you do when you rip the balls off of an animal? Although I think that might have pissed off Animal, though. Yeah, I think that pissed him off, because now he just took down Barker with 1 punch. So yeah, lesson learned, you don't grab Animal's balls. And I think he might make Barker pay for that. Nope, countered into a neck breaker. Although, if anything, if the idea was to try to anger him, it might have worked. Wait a minute. Another power bomb on the Animal. And of course, going for the swing. Of course, that is very disorientating. Excuse me. I have a lot of gas. I'm not sure why. And now goes for the cover. 1, 2, no. And Barker now wondering, what do I have to do to vanquish the Animal? Now trying to ram the arm. A snapmare. And now going for a sleeper. Trying to wear down Animal. And that's a good strategy, because if you can try to, if you can put him to sleep, if not wear him down, I'm pretty sure you have this match won. I will say that. An abdominal stretch onto Animal, and we'll see if that's enough to beat Animal, but nope, not quite. And now doing the strut is Bob Barker, and Animal is in deep trouble. Oh, it landed on the table. But then thrown right back in the ring. An elbow, and then a kick right to the head, and wait, what's wrong with Barker? I mean, I didn't really get a good look at what happened to Barker, but Bob has just been busted open thanks to that kick right to the head. The Moneymaker, however, by Bob Barker, is that enough to beat him? 1, 2, no! And Barker getting frustrated, and more so because now he is busted open, but Barker has got to be wondering, what the hell do I have to do to vanquish Animal? A knee right to the gut, and then an elbow drop on an Animal. I'll tell you what, if I didn't think that this match could rival the last match of Undertaker against Chuck Norris, but this match has definitely done that. And now a Boston Crab onto Bob Barker. Barker is in deep trouble, and most especially being that he has been busted open. Oh, but Animal releases the hold. I guess he wants to try something else then. An elbow right to the head of Animal. I mean, at this point, you got to play defensive if you're Bob Barker, because you don't want to get into a slugfest. And now set up in a torture rack. Wait, did he? No, he did not submit. I thought he submitted. No, countered by Barker. Then an elbow drop. I mean, if you're Bob Barker, you want to try to end this match as soon as possible, as he goes right after the junk of Animal again. A double axe handle right to the butt? Okay, that's kind of weird. Is that enough? 1, 2, no. I mean, of course you're going to have to do better than this. And a third powerbomb on an Animal. But Animal fighting back. And Animal trying to go for that power slam again. And then a clothesline on an Animal onto the floor. But now both men are on the floor. I mean, even though Bob has been busted open, I mean, he's still going right after Animal. And Animal wondering, what is this guy made out of? I'll tell you what, Bob has been through the wars. All right, yeah, I mean, he's been around since 1970 alongside Mr. Rogers. And Mr. Rogers was the world champion for a good amount of time. But then, when The Price is Right first came on back in December of 1972, by that time, he became a championship contender, and Bob has become a world champion since then. And Bob now going for the figure 4 again. Well, now let's see if Animal can get out of this one. Can he? No, he doesn't, as Animal has just tapped out. Animal has tapped out to Bob Barker and the figure 4, and Bob, in spite of the fact that he was busted open, wins it at Fight at the Beach. I mean, here you see some of the highlights, that jumping splash by Animal. I mean, a number of times Bob was trying to go for the figure 4 for a second time, and Animal went for that power slam but got countered into a neck breaker, and then I forgot what it was called, an arm wringer, that's what it was. But then he hit that figure 4 for a second time, and it was enough to beat Animal. Well, Animal made the challenge, and he lost. And Barker, Bob Barker, he still got it, man.